on till the day.
Welcome back to San Antonio Living. In my hot little hand, I've got a whole list of rules that we need to be following for Halloween. That means you and your kids, and of course they come to us from our etiquette expert. Diane Gottsman is joining us this morning. And at first I was like, etiquette on Halloween? And then I started to read some of these and I was like, you're right. Yeah. There's a lot that we need to talk about. A lot. All right, so get out your pen and paper. Here we go. We're going to talk about the kids first and some rules that we need to think about when we're taking the kids trick-or-treating. And here's what Diane says we need to do. And some of them are simple. Stay off the grass. If the porch light is off, pass it up. Don't ask for another kind of candy. Only ring the doorbell one time. Keep your hands off anything on the front porch. Be respectful of other trick-or-treaters. Cross the street at corners and crosswalks only. Wear reflective clothing. Carry a flashlight. Stay close to your parents. And always say thank you. And a lot of those, you know, we don't think about oftentimes, because I can tell you that we've cut across the grass when trying to get to somebody's house.
It seems like common sense until you were there. And these are just little reminders that we need to talk to our children about in advance. So have a little talk before and remind them not to run through people's flower beds that they've just planted for the Halloween Eve. Don't ask if they can have water or use their restroom, unless it's an absolute emergency.
Okay, and that is hilarious. Don't ask if you can use the potty. That's happened, right?
It's happened to me.
You had someone ring the doorbell and they said, can I use your potty?
Doorbell. And you know what? If someone needs to use my potty, I'm going to let them use my potty.
Right.
This little goblin had something from my grass or somebody else's grass all over their shoes, and they tracked it through my house.
Like what?
Like dog poop. You knew that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I can see when you're out trick-or-treating, you might have to go potty, but you're going to have to hightail it back to the house and use your own personal potty.
Unless you know the people, I think that's okay. You can say, okay, Susie has to go potty. Can she use your restroom?
Yes. Okay, and the lights off. That's one that we always talk about. I think that's really the only rule that we ever really talk about. If the light's off, don't ring the doorbell.
Yeah, you know, that's an indicator that someone isn't interested in participating. So if you see the light off, the porch light off, go to the next house and don't ring the doorbell. Ding, 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 ding. Once or twice. If they don't answer, move along.
Okay. I always see kids running in my neighborhood. Drives me crazy. I get very frightened because cars go back and forth so fast. So you got to stick to crosswalks, the edge of the corners, things like that.
And you know, stay in a group. Yes, stick to the corners, you know, in the crosswalks. Stay together in a group. You know, moms and dads are normally going to go with their youngsters, but as they get older, kids get a little braver, and they just kind of weave in and out.
Okay, and don't ask for another candy. I love that one because you'll always, you know, you'll be giving out milk duds, and someone's like, do you have anything else? And I'm like, I like milk duds. Why don't you like milk duds? Take my milk duds and go.
We need to teach our children just to say thank you. Even if you're handed a bag of chocolate-covered raisins, don't go, I don't like that. Just say thanks so much. Don't toss it in their yard. Toss it when you get home.
Okay, very good. All right, now here are the rules for the parents. Let's go through these. If you're walking with your toddler and holding your 2-month infant, don't send your toddler up with a bucket for the baby. So you're only trick-or-treating for your personal child. That is it. No extra candy.
If that baby does not have teeth,
she's not needing candy.
That's right.
No, ma'am. All right, don't wait for your child 3 houses away. Stay with them. Acknowledge the person giving your child a treat. Don't dress your children in masks that they can't see out of. Make sure their costume is appropriate for the weather. If your child is a teen and is going out with friends, it's your responsibility to decide if the venue is appropriate. If teens do trick-or-treat, they should dress in costume without a heavy mask. And if you do not participate in Halloween, turn off your lights.
That's right. Don't complain that you've got trick-or-treaters if you've got your lights on and they can see you through the window. That's what I meant by that.
Sure.
And backing up a little bit, when I say parents should use their discretion on whether or not their teen goes trick-or-treating. What I mean by that is you're still the parent, and if they are really, really, really scary and they are dressed like something that is inappropriate, you're still responsible for them. So, you know, you're going to use good judgment and give that good judgment, pass that on to your child.
Okay, there's something that's not on the list, Diane, that I have a question about. How old is too old for trick-or-treating?
It depends. You know, that's a gray area. It just depends, because my son, Jonathan, is 11, and I don't think that he's too old, but he's not going to go trick-or-treating. He's going to pass out candy. All of his friends are going trick-or-treating. So, you know, it just depends on the child. If you're 21 and you're still in a mask, I think you're too old.
No candy for you. Sorry, kids. All right, great tips, Diane. I appreciate it. Now I'm all ready to go. You can get more information about Diane Gottsman at her website. She runs the Protocol School of Texas. They're out on the Austin Highway. There's more information there on the screen for you. And a phone number to give her a call, 826-7400.